Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another anime first impression video. This one is one that it's gonna be a little close to my heart. I reviewed the light novel. I think I read some of the manga, but I have not reviewed the manga here on my channel. But for sure, the light novel is reviewed here on my channel. So if you want to watch that, go look for it on my channel. Just look up the name of the anime and you'll find it more than likely. There's not a lot of reviews on it. Anyway, it's going to be on Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, which is... It was actually one of the light novels that I really enjoyed in the sense of romance. I think it's cute. I think it is something that I kind of relate a little bit. Not so much. I will explain why. But it is a very, very cute series. There is sort of a love triangle, but not really. Like, there's a lot of characters that do come into play. But really, at the end of the day, it's really Alya and the one male character who is the main romance in the series. Before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying my best to release as many series as possible this week. Haven't been really good at it, so I'll still try to post as much as possible, but keep up with me, guys. It's hard to post when I'm at home with my kids, just having fun and clean the house and cook and, you know, relax. And when you relax, you watch the series, but then you can't react to them because you don't have time to record. But it is what it is. I'm recording right now in the middle of the night. It's midnight right now. You can still probably hear fireworks in the background. It is the end of July 4th. Technically July 5th right now, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for the support. Continue watching. I will post some more. I have a lot of pre-recorded stuff starting in July 14th, I believe, or 13th. So I will have more stuff out. I promise. Okay, Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. It's pretty much what it is. It is a girl who knows Japanese. She came from Russia, so the interaction between her and the male character, which is the main interaction, it's basically her being very like, don't talk to me type of girl, but still wants to talk to him. And whenever he does something cute or something like that, she expresses her feelings like, you're cute when you do that, or I like when you do that, or I hate when you do that, or whatever it is. But she says it in Russian, right? So that he doesn't understand. The problem is he knows Russian. We see the background story in the episode, like midway in the episode. He had a friend who I'm pretty sure is Alya in his childhood that visited and then eventually left, that knew Russian, and he was learning Russian with her, and he promised himself that he was going to learn Russian so that when he met her again in his older ages or years of life, he can talk to her in Russian, right? So he knows Russian. He just has not told her that he can understand what she says. So he just acts like he doesn't know what's going on. So that whole chemistry is funny because she tries to be very standoffish, but she likes him. And if he didn't know Russian, he wouldn't have known that, right? But she says a lot of stuff that's very much like, okay, you like me, right? There's a lot of interactions with them. I don't want to kind of go through them, but it's kind of an older age of teasing Master Kagami-san, like very similar to that series. Just because you have like the whole interaction of them doing stuff, and it's just cutesy everyday school stuff, and her getting jealous or him getting red, and her just saying stuff in Russian, right? Halfway in the episode, we get his background story. We get another childhood friend who shows up, and she's trying to get him to be part of the student council. Alya didn't know that they were actually acquaintance, I guess, or friends, or whatever you want to call it. And the other student council is very flirtatious. She's very flirtatish. She flirts a lot with the male character, and she doesn't like that. Obviously, she hates that because in her mind, he and her are a thing, right? Or at least are becoming a thing. And no, she's coming in the middle between them. She's like, oh yeah, we've been childhood friends since preschool, we've been together and we've known each other, and he was my vice president in middle school, and she's learning a lot of things that she didn't know about him. So it comes off like get out of the way, right? Don't touch him, because I've been working on this guy since preschool. But the guy very much shows eventually emotions towards Alya, more that he wants to be with her, right? So that in a nutshell is the episode. I don't want to say more, just because just the interaction itself you want to watch and enjoy. The anime is definitely for romance people, for slice of life people almost. If you don't want to watch something that, you know, is just cutesy, stuff like that, is it going somewhere? It's building the relationship, but it's not really going to like a main plot change, unless they introduce something in the middle of that I didn't really catch on to. But it seems like there's going to be other female characters that maybe will interact with him and make Alya jealous, and so on and so forth. It just seems like that because of the cover. That's all I'm saying. Alya does have also an older sister, so like, I don't know. It just seems like it's just going to be almost like a harem, but not really a harem. Just girls trying to hit on him, and Alya just competing with all these girls, right? Now, why do I say that I connect to it? Well, because I was raised in an area where a lot of people knew both English and Spanish, but there's people that only knew one language, right? So you could always interact with them, and if you wanted to say something that they didn't really fully understood, you could just say it in a different language, and you know, they wouldn't just never know. Did I do that? I think I did in middle school with a girl that I had a crush on. She only knew English, and I would say stuff in Spanish just to get it out of my chest. But I would be like, oh, no, you know, I didn't say anything. She was definitely a white girl that was, I think, traveling. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not sure why I met her, but I met her in a church event, and it was, anyways, it was that. It was me interacting with her, and would sometimes say stuff in Spanish just for the heck of it, to get feelings out. And that's kind of what she's doing, is like, she doesn't know how to express herself, so the way that she does it is by saying stuff in Russian, and it's cutesy. There's a lot more deeper meaning to her character that we see eventually in the series. The light novel is a good book to pick up if you haven't picked it up. Yeah, I think you guys will enjoy the series if you're into those genres. Go check it out. Definitely not top 3 of the season, but a good contender for one that I at least will enjoy this season. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't watched it, done so by now, subscribe to my channel. You give me some recommendations in the comment section below, guys, and I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.